Hi SALT users, I'm Joelle from SALT Software, and in this video we're going to be going over the Subordination Index. So the Subordination Index, or SI as we call it, is a measure of clausal density and also syntactic complexity. So it just takes a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes per sample after you've transcribed your language sample to apply the SI to your transcript. So it's really valuable information, and it's also great for tracking growth over time as far as syntactic complexity. So I'll show you how to do that. This is a narrative story retell from Laura doing a porcupine named Fluffy. And to insert the codes, you go up to the edit menu, insert SI codes, and you'll be prompted with this dialog box. It really is quite automated, so it goes by pretty quickly. So what you want to do is read the highlighted utterance, and SALT automatically will bump you to the next qualifying utterance. So we're looking at complete, intelligible, verbal utterances to score for SI. So this one says, once Mrs. and Mrs., little error there, porcupine had a baby. That's an SI1. So I can type just the one on my keyboard, and they didn't know what to name him. It's an SI1. So I can click over here if that's easier. They thought maybe a lot of names. But they didn't work. So they named him Fluffy. And Fluffy noticed he wasn't that fluffy. So that one's going to be an SI2. There's 2 clauses there. One time he backed into a door and he stuck in it. One time he accidentally slept on his back. Fluffy had an umbrella. Fluffy thought, maybe I'll be a cloud. There's another SI2. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to go through and insert those codes. I'm going to pop over to the sample that's already transcribed and coded. So what you can do to get your normative data for the Subordination Index is go ahead as if you're doing a regular database comparison and select your database. So we're going to go with narrative story retell for our database. Subgroup is a porcupine named Fluffy. Age match, and then same number of total words. So that gave us 34 samples. I'm going to click OK there. And then you can go ahead and select the standard measures report. I'm going to select the measure driven, so that's a combination of all and equated measures. Okay, and then it takes just a minute to generate the measures, and here's our standard measures report. So if you go down to the syntax and morphology section, you can see our SI composite score for Laura was 1.29 compared to the database of 1.27. So actually she did really well with her syntactic complexity and clausal density compared to age match peers. If you want more information on the Subordination Index, you can go into the database, and then under the syntax and morphology domain, select Subordination Index. Same number of total words, and then you have a more detailed report. So this delineates how many SI1s, 2s, 3s, and so forth that the speaker produced against the database comparison. So we can see that Laura had more SI1s, 34, compared to the database mean of 25. She had 10 SI2s, so that's pretty within the normal range. And she even had one SI4. So if you want more information, it's there. And also, last part that I'll go through is just if you wanted to learn how to score a sample for SI, you can go to Help and Online Resources Scoring Guides, and that will bump you over to our web page. And then you can access SI Scoring Guide there, which is a PDF of the scoring rules. And really, once you get used to it, it's pretty easy, quick process. So hopefully that gives you a better idea of how an SI can be helpful in your language sample analysis.